Oh, it's over. What was that?
You're odd. You're very odd. What'd you do to your mic?
Killed it.
No, I know what I did. I updated my my NVIDIA broadcast, and so everything's went wrong.
Yeah, we knew this. She told us
Way to
earlier.
go.
I would say way to go. Oh my god, I made myself from across the room. Don't worry about it, it's fine. It's only Martin's computer. Anyway,
Listen to yourself talk.
The weirdest thing is, I hear Ryan twice as well because I've got the stream unmuted.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happened over at Martin's computer. It's amazing what he can do when he's asleep. So yeah. Anyway, this is the it's the Immaterial Gamers livecast. Not used to
Is
this.
it? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, apparently.
I thought we were dead.
No, we're not dead. We're not dead. I mean, we did have issues, technical issues all over the place. I've updated OBS, and my Stream Deck doesn't work. Updated my NVIDIA broadcast, so therefore my mic didn't work.
I thought we were dead and we're coming back next season.
The only thing that I've got, the only thing I've got going for me at this moment is that I can turn on my crazy eyes.
Ryan, I don't want to see crazy eyes.
Everyone wants to see the crazy. Apparently,
you have very good eye contact.
Yeah. Look at this. I can move my head around, and everything's great. I can keep moving everything like.
Keep focused.
And my eyes now are so great. I can do this.
You can look through your hand.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know your camera did X-ray vision.
What? Look,
I'm
messing with a feature that's been added to the new version. Oh god, I'm trying to actually wipe my eyes and it's still there. Yeah, there's a feature that the new look, I'm turning away. I'm actually turning away, and
I need that so that when I'm like this, I should really enable that. So
yeah,
I'm like this.
it's
I'm
in
like...
there, and it's not in English for some reason. It's beta. But yeah, it is an eye contact beta. Let's turn that off. There we go. Look, that's where my eyes actually are. If you're not watching this and you're listening to it, you'll wonder what the hell's going on. Just my eyes went funny. That's the best way of describing it.
And if you've never seen Ryan, believe me, his eyes have always been.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm Ryan. Up there's Stefan, and up there's Terry. Don't worry where the directions are. I don't care.
Why am I always up there?
Yeah, why are we always up there? We want to be on the bottom.
Oh, because the way it is, I'm here and I can look up between sort of both of you, and you two are facing each other.
I don't like you. Okay, that works.
Yeah. So, oh, now Terry's facing the other way just to. There you go. Look at Stefan. Stefan,
look at the size of my nose.
Look at that honker. Oh my!
That's got bigger from last time I saw you.
It keeps growing.
Pinocchio.
You telling lies again.
I was waiting for that.
The question is, when's he telling the truth?
Exactly.
So, yeah. How's everyone's week been?
Snowy.
Thanks, Steph.
My week has been weekly.
Yeah, how's your week been? Well, it's been 7 days.
It has been 7 days.
I actually have to say this is
Mine's
the
been 6.5.
Yeah, this has been the same group as last week, wasn't it? So
yes, it is.
So that's just how it is. So before we get into the big topic, because it seems that last week I actually enjoyed the fact that we just sat there and we just sat there with our hands like this and listened to Terry talk about World of Warcraft for nearly an hour. We were just like, oh.
Speaking of World of Warcraft.
Oh God, here we go.
Actually, I only just started playing it again since pretty much that week.
Yeah, I heard you and Dee going like mental at each other on some what Torghast like
Yeah, it was kind of
area.
chaos.
So
Except, I don't know if in Torghast were you by yourself?
no, you could group with 5.
So it was a dungeon of sorts. It was in
Yeah.
its own phase.
It was what they call it, like a scalable dungeon. The difficulty of the
Yeah, see,
dungeon would be purely based on how many of you there are.
this one's just an area on a normal map,
Oh.
and everybody can be there.
Ah.
And you can also loot the orbs that give you the stat, like the buffs, from other people killing things.
Got it.
But it's a little less well, it's not really less scalable than Torghast. I never really did Torghast, but basically this, you get a 5-minute buff. Every orb you go to gives you a 5-minute buff. You get to choose one of 3 buffs.
Yeah.
And each one does different things. Some of them give you pluses and negatives. Most just give you pluses. Some are like increase your size, which increases your damage but reduces your movement speed.
Yeah.
So sorry, increase your size, increasing your damage, taking less damage but reducing your movement speed.
Right. So there's always like some sort of payoff. But
Most of
also
them I have not noticed. Most of them I haven't noticed have a negative. Like one of them, you heal 100% of the damage you deal. That's that flat.
Okay.
100% lifesteal.
So really, at that point, as long as you're not getting one hit.
Yeah, like I hit for 30,000 damage usually, and I only have 170k health. So as long as I'm not getting hit for 30k before I can hit them, which my cast is only like 1.5 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
I should be just fine. But some of them have the positives and negatives, like I was saying.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna decline
it just seems
that,
to
by the way.
be. It's just like a world mission. You have to go around killing a whole bunch of the guys who are pretty strong. They're all elites. So you can't really solo it until you get enough of these buffs. But there was one buff that was kind of broken that I got.
Okay, go for it.
It sets your health to 1.
Right.
You cannot be the target of healing spells. So you have 1 health. It limits your health to 1. Like you have 1 health.
Right.
You cannot be the target of healing spells. But you can also not take damage.
So you're just a walking, talking tank.
Yeah, so if you can produce threat, you're fine. You're set. Everybody else will just love you.
Just as long as you remember your timing.
Yeah, just make sure you don't run out of that 5 minutes.
Fair enough. I did
But I
see
did
something
learn
though.
that
You did like get some sort of curse. I remember hearing you something where you said you opened your map and you died.
Yeah, that one was interesting. There's this one that says your map turns into a bomb. So once you pick it up, you get this little weird image behind you, a mini map. I don't know if you remember, but when you open the map, your character actually pulls out a map.
Yeah.
Well, you get that floating behind you with a little bomb exclamation mark above it, and you can see it. You can see if other people have it. Because I seen D with it, and I had just killed myself by opening my mini map and going poof, dead. One shot. It just one shots you. But then I noticed D had it. I was like, "Hey D, open your map." And then I just watched him go, boom, died. So yeah, I don't know what that one's about. I'm assuming if there's mobs around, you can just instantly kill everything that's around you.
Right.
But
you died.
Sacrificing yourself. Yeah, because I didn't have any mobs around me when I did it.
Yeah. So I just noticed in our Discord at the moment. Clearly got another
bot.
Another graphics designer.
Yeah,
let me just say,
designers.
Let me just say, if you're here and you're watching this, you've caught me on a very bad day. You caught me on a very, very bad day.
All
I'm
right, have a
Ryan.
bad day.
Burn them
Hi.
all.
Hi. I'm Ryan. This is Terry and Steph of Immaterial Gamers.
He's
And
not Seacrest, by the way.
if you're looking to join our little community, that's fine. We're happy to see you here. Welcome.
Mm.
If you're here trying to sell us your sports team style badges with our name on it, I would humbly request to piss off. I'm done.
Shove off.
We're not interested. And take that information to all the rest of your botty friends so they can all shove off and all.
Lobotomy, friends?
Might as well be. Believe me, I am not in the mood. Angry Ryan is here. It doesn't happen often. Outside of League of Legends.
I was gonna say, unless you're playing RM.
But yeah, don't appreciate it. That simple. We might need graphics and stuff, but we'll get them when we want, not when you tell us to. All right. Yeah. Thanks. See ya. Right. Anyway, where were we? Believe you finished talking about your bomb thing, so I know you've
The
been playing more.
exploding map.
Yeah. Me, I cannot wait for 3 weeks' time, and I go to my next wrestling show after the finishing of doing a silly challenge. I've been learning how to Photoshop a bit more recently.
God, Ryan, no.
Hey?
I don't want to know what you're photoshopping.
Yeah, neither do I.
Wrestling signs.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what
Changing
everyone
the
says.
size of your member does not count as photoshopping.
I'm
Classed as a wrestler either.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with where I am. I don't need to sit there and change anything that way. No, but what I have here is the result of what I said I was going to do. So I'm going to see another wrestling show in 3 weeks' time. It's another Sovereign Pro Wrestling show. And I gave myself a little challenge to make some wrestling signs. One wrestling sign for
Wrestling.
No,
just a sign saying wrestling. That's what it should say.
It's a bit late now. I already got them printed.
Oh.
No, but it was I challenged myself to make one sign for every match on the card. There are 9 matches, so I now have 9 signs to show in 3 weeks' time, and which also, by the way, in 3 weeks' time, someone might have to cover for the podcast because I am not going to be in any fit state to host it.
9.
Yeah, I've got a few things I've managed to. I feel I've been all right with my photoshopping, just randomly grabbing random signs. So I mean, I've got this one. There's a world champion that's going to be taking part with. There's a company called Impact Wrestling, and he's the current world champion. And if he was still champion when they came down to the show, he'd be defending that title. But he calls himself the Walking Weapon. So he's Josh.
Is he really?
He's Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon. So you've heard of the web show Man at Arms, right?
Yes.
There you go. It's a walking weapon. He's on an anvil.
Oh God.
I'm having fun with this. Yeah, this is the equivalent of me bringing my holiday snaps. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
This is not them slideshows.
Yeah. This is Zone of the Endikaras. The game.
The camera really does not like that, by the way.
It doesn't like it. Why is it sending the camera everywhere?
It just kept going around it, trying to avoid it.
Oh, so if I did this.
Yeah, it's trying to look away. It's like, no, I don't want to see it.
You're seeing the signs. Oh, freshly printed card smell. Oh, this guy's a Tory cunt. That's his whole gimmick. He's a Tory bastard. Does anyone like trees?
Is he notorious?
Here's a tree. Don't ask.
that doesn't want to look at. Does it really? Every time you put it up, it's just like I'm gonna pan away.
It's because
Pan
it's
away.
trying to.
Pan away.
Because it's been taught to basically stay on my face, isn't it? So the moment my face disappears, it goes, where's it go?
It panics. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It's like
Where
a
is it?
dog.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It's like a dog.
Lily's not that bad.
So oh yeah, one. Okay, go on. I'll find. Hold on. We got. Oh yeah, there we go. I like Keenan and Kel, but this doesn't work. Hey, my face is here now. Anyway, yeah, so I've made them, and I've been told that one of them's going to be confiscated, or one's being requested to be confiscated.
Is it?
Yeah.
By Martin, I'm assuming.
No, by the aforementioned Tory cunt. Because he didn't like his photo being vandalised. Well, I'm taking it. There's nothing he can do about it. Yeah, that's what my week's been up to. Just thinking of Photoshop ideas, and then I got them printed. In between trying to actually get in and out of my house because of re-roofing work being done. To all my gates are blocked, or all our gates are blocked by skips.
What the fuck's a skip?
A skip, you know, big metal container that you throw all your rubbish into.
They do have them in Canada.
Yeah, what?
call
I
them
know
a bin.
this.
What do you call them?
A bin.
No. Giant metal multi-tonned thing. Hold on.
That's what we call a bin.
You call it a bin?
Yep.
You have a very poor concept of a bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing that you call a bin, we call it garbage.
Yes, because you're too simple and you need to know where your garbage goes. It's the same experiment for Americans.
What, like a sidewalk?
Like sidewalk, they have to be told to walk on the side. Because if they didn't get told that, they'll just be in the middle of the road.
Well, they still walk in the middle of the road, but...
Yeah, but they'd be more common. Ryan's like, I'm taking note of this.
I'm just replying to the Discord message that we got in there. So yeah, no, I've done my science. Steph, how was your week?
Work. I'm trying to remember what I did on days off.
It was work. Work.
Work.
It was work.
Work. Tried to relax with a stream and got ghosted by his mate.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I went to Darius's on Monday.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you slap him in the face?
Why would I slap him in the face?
Because he ghosted you.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
just
just
slap him in the face.
Yeah.
So I got a new Kickstarter board game, which is a drinking game.
You're an alcoholic. You're the new alcoholic.
Only because Duncan's not here that often.
You've replaced Duncan as alcoholic.
Until Duncan comes back.
You're the alcoholic.
But Ryan drinks more than me.
That's true. Ryan's definitely an alcoholic. Speaking of.
He's like, well, if I'm an alcoholic, I might as well do it.
Alright, let's see if you can finish. Let's see if we can finish that bottle and see how he feels at work tomorrow.
No. No, that was.
Come on, Ryan.
That was a bad thing to do in the first place. Dear God.
Come on, Ryan. Just a few more.
No, I'll just have
Peer pressure.
I'll just have my iron brew now. So, yeah.
But yeah, I got a drinking game, and we found out it is easier to do the game with straws. So let's think of munchkins, but your munchkin is a glass full of whatever alcohol or drink you wish.
Yeah.
And every marker on your thing, everything in that game will either deal 5 or 10 damage. around. Actually, no, yeah, 5 or 10 damage. Nothing hits for more. So you always get hit by 5 or 10 damage, and then what was I gonna say then? Your aim of the game is at the beginning, depending on how many players you is, the bigger the board is slightly, because you take away the tiles if there's less players. But the name of the game is basically all of you get like split out the tiles equally, and you make the room whichever way you want to make the tavern slash dungeon or whatever it wants to be classed as.
Yeah.
And your aim of the game is to find the drink card and kill it. But the only way you can kill the drink card is to have 3. I think it wasn't. Yeah, it was. It's like 3 legendary items that give you special buffs. The only issue is no card will help you defeat the drink card. They either only work on monsters or bosses, and the drink card is his own separate thing. So the drink card is a level 15, so you need to roll a 15 or higher
How
to
many
beat
dice
the
do you
drink
have?
card. 1 d20.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, how the hell do you like? You didn't say there was like any special dice. You just said you had to roll. So I was like 20 or 15. That's gotta be at least 3 dice.
So I need to get the expansions because at the minute it's only 6 players.
How many friends do you have?
Well, we couldn't play it on New Year's because there was 8 of us.
You don't have that many friends. Don't lie.
Ryan, tell him, he's being mean.
There was about 8 of us.
It wasn't about.
Yeah,
There
but they weren't
was.
his
We split it.
friends.
Oh yeah, there was exactly 8 of us. Yeah,
But they weren't his friends.
they were.
No, they were your friends.
I don't have friends.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know why they're at your house.
Martin's friends.
I don't know why they're at your house.
The Martin's friends. That's the thing. It goes like. But yeah. So it is a bit like Munchkins versus drink. But at the beginning we were just drinking it out the glasses, and you couldn't get anywhere near the right health bar. So we just started using straws. Oh my god, you get pissed with that game quickly with straws.
Yeah, it's the old thing that if you drink through a straw, you'll get
Oh
drunk
yeah.
quicker.
I think we only had 3 bottles, me and Darius, were going, yeah, we could feel it. And it is like, I happily drink 3 bottles and never have this issue. I don't want to drink through straw. But you kind of have to like keep the health better. Oh well, not to keep the health better, but to keep your health at a better level. Instead of
More
accidentally
accurately.
dragging, yeah, more accurate than dragging your health down. But it is a fun game. Yeah, and I do want to get the expansion. For that means it's an extra 4 players. I think I can get it, but I'm hoping I can still get it with the Kickstarter edition. Seeing that's what I have.
You should be able to.
So I get it with the Kickstarter like logo on it and everything else, and be classed as Kickstarter still. So that's what I'm hoping for at the minute. I haven't actually checked yet. And then, well, and after that, I've just been building a moon base and a spaceship on Space Engineers with Cat.
But are we in space?
We're on a moon on a planet a lot further than what we ever were on. Actually, where is our old base? Where is that? Yeah, that's over
1.8
180k.
1.8 kilometers or 1.8 thousand kilometers away.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty close in space terms. Do you want to know how close that is?
Go on.
1 second. Let me just verify my information.
Is this like the same space between you and me? from where we're currently sat?
No. The planet's only like 40 kilometers wide.
Oh.
Or from one end to the other. Actually, no, sorry. All the way around is only about 40 some odd kilometers wide. Or 40 some odd thousand miles. So, for instance, so we're what? 1,800 kilometers from our original base, right?
Yes.
Let's just say in real life, the moon is a lot farther than that from Earth.
Okay.
And I mean a lot farther than that. And I mean a lot farther than that. Like, I mean like 150 times farther than that. Just from Earth to the moon.
See, I don't know why I keep saying okay. I made a whole thing a bit when I in uni about the moon. And I worked out how many double-decker buses it would take to get to the moon.
That's a lot. That'd be like 1,000,000 probably.
I also found out if what was it? A jumbo could travel in space, how long it would actually take to get there and back.
A jumbo, like a jet?
Yeah, jumbo jet.
That'd
There's a
still
few
take a very
things
long
I
time.
worked. There's a few things I worked out like shit like that, but I can't remember that now off the top of my head. Friggin' hell, I only found out the other day it's my mum and dad's birthday this week.
So, I let you talk there for a second. I was
And you should never let us talk.
going to let you talk because Steph, I actually wanted you to talk a little bit about what you found in the news regarding Dungeons and Dragons.
Wizards of
What
the
did you
Coast
find?
are evil bastards.
Oh yeah, that's a
What'd they do?
small way to say about it.
It's not what they do. It's what they're
It's what they're trying to do
doing,
and doing.
and then turning around and denying it. Like, no, we never did that.
Yeah.
What are they
Nice.
trying to do, huh?
Long story
So
short, they want to
the
monetize everything you do if you were streaming or creating D&D content. Is that right, Steph?
yeah, basically.
How does Critical Role feel about this?
That's a good question.
Because they're the biggest one, so if they are against it, but they are also affiliated with Wizards in some way already, I believe.
Yes, that's through the same license everyone else is, which they're trying to change.
Okay.
Because because Wizards had spoke from the first one I have put forward. They're basically saying, oh, the one that everyone's complaining about already is actually a draft. It was never the final one. Yeah, so why did you send it out to every single person who does it with a document for them to sign?
Yeah.
That just sounds more fishy than anything else. But then they've also turned around and went, any statements in it that refer to if Wizards of the Coast basically wanted your product that you built yourself using D&D, they could take. They're like, no, we didn't mean it like that. We meant for big companies. We don't want big companies making money off us.
But that's where their money's going in, because here's the thing. I've now been seeing videos by Duncan's been putting in videos from he says Charlie Moist Critical. Then he talked about how sort of revenue for Wizards of the Coast dropped by a quarter over the past year alone, or something like that.
Yes.
So it was just the sort of whole idea of right. And me and Martin have had a discussion about this.
That's one hell of a link. I don't
Oh,
like the way those
that
work.
is certainly a link. But this is Critical Role's response to the
Yeah. So if you want to read that at some point.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
I can read this out loud at this point. We'll just look at what they said verbatim here. So from all of us at Critical Role, and it's a solemn JPEG. Critical Role has always supported creators in game development in the tabletop space. We stand by our industry peers as well as anyone who takes a risk creating a new system or developing an original idea. The beauty of gaming comes from the opportunity to share inclusive, diverse, and compelling stories from a wide spectrum of creators. That's exactly why we launched our own game publishing company a few years ago, because we believe that broadening the field of creators boosts the entire industry. The success we have experienced is thanks to the passion and interest of the greater tabletop community, and we commit to fostering an environment that allows everyone the opportunity to easily share the stories they wish to tell. Now, that is vague, but I feel I can see and read between the lines of what they're saying. Which to me says, we appreciate that Wizards of the Coast and D&D have released this product that we are allowed to, that we were able to take on board and produce our own content based off that. What you must understand, Wizards, is that you and we, because we've got our own company, need creators to play these games so that we can share the stuff that we can do.
It's like that game, what is it, High on Life or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later as well.
Like, that game went under the radar for me until it started popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
People's footage of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the silliness of the game.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that it was coming out. It's not in my normal play types of games, so it doesn't show up on Steam for...
I still don't know what you're on about.
High on Life is the game by Justin Roiland and Squanch Games. So Justin Roiland being the creator of Rick and Morty.
Oh, the one with the guns that talk?
Yes, the alien guns.
Oh, yeah, I want that.
Yeah, well, be careful where you are on that. I mean, play it on Game Pass. Maybe don't. Yeah. We'll sort of explain. Your money might be going towards legal fees. Let's just say that. But yeah, the whole idea that Wizards wants to take 20% of up to 750 grand. Now, granted, yeah, the smaller creators are not going to be giving Wizards that much money.
If you actually also read it, they could change that at any point. We've only given you
the 30 days notice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if you go no, they can go, well, you're basically disqualified. Your content's basically
you've breached the terms of the OGL, so we'll just copyright claim your ass.
One of the original creators of the OGL actually is suing them.
Oh God.
Because they're trying to change them, and he's like, no, we made these for they can never be changed.
Yeah, the open it's in there, the open game license.
Yeah.
It's just mad. Wizards again with another own goal, an absolute own goal, and I can understand it. I mean, to be fair, people are probably trying to say on this that it's not Wizards directly; it's Hasbro.
Yes, a lot of people have, and Hasbro are the ones who have told, from what people have heard, and from what YouTubers and that have sources inside Wizards. I said Hasbro is the one who's been telling them they need to do this, they need to do that, and they do not. When it all blew up, they just went, "Yeah, don't say anything."
Did you see the leaked email from
Yes.
the Wizards Insider? I mean, to be fair, it's in their words, but they said that they were looking at the OGL and how they were going to try and get people to pay for the license effectively and for content creation, and they saw what was going on as, quote, obstacles or players being obstacles in the way of finance or in the way of money. Nice. It's nice to treat your fan base as obstacles.
Some of the insiders have also quoted higher ups in Wizard quoting that anyone who makes their own content are just in the way, and need to be removed as soon as possible. I don't know a nice way to put it, and that is probably the nicest way I could probably put it
Yeah,
from what the quotations have put it.
yeah. And so there is this thing, and then of course, how many times does this have to happen, and how many times do we need to do this sort of Immaterial Gamers PA announcement, or like this public announcement to people? If stop sending fucking death threats to staff. Simple
Ryan,
as.
go die.
No, not gonna give you the fucking satisfaction, pal.
Pal? Yay, I'm a pal.
You've been downgraded then, by the sounds of it,
You have.
Yeah, I used to be buddy.
Yeah, mate.
buddy.
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 So, Wizards, get your act together. Hasbro, seriously. Between that and your £1,000 booster packs for 30th anniversary. Hey, look, it's a sapphire.
A wild sapphire. Throw a Pokeball at her.
Diddle 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 dum 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 dum. Terry's just he's stealthing.
Trying to hide.
Terry's like, I'm going to ignore it. If I do not move, she cannot see me.
He's pulling the Pokemon Arceus, isn't he? He's pretending he's in the long grass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So we were talking about High on Life a second ago.
We were.
Oh boy. Now, High on Life I've heard is
I want it.
people enjoy it, it's a fun game, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, it's a case of trying to separate the art from the artist again because, oh dear, Justin Roiland. In public court documents opened this week, Justin Roiland is currently in a legal battle charged with domestic violence and false imprisonment.
Really?
Dear, dear, dear. The victim in the case is an anonymous Jane Doe, according to PC Gamer. An incident which occurred on January the 19th, 2020. So 2 months before COVID lockdown, Roiland locked down Jane Doe. Released on a $50,000 bond and has pled not guilty. So we can't really talk about it much more. Innocent until proven guilty. But oof, the fact that this has come out a month after High on Life is released, and in the middle of a big deal regarding Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I think that's well that can be said about that. I mean, there's always something. There's always something in this damn industry, isn't there? There's always someone wanting to double down, or has been an arse, or is being accused of being an arse. Now, granted, Ubisoft still exists, so you know.
Do they?
Hella.
Yeah. This one is more relevant to. Let's see. I mean, I don't think it affects us as much as it would do Japan, but it might affect.
Ryan, we are Japan.
We are not Japan.
We are Japan.
We are not Japan. We are Britain.
We are not Britain. We're Japan.
And Canada. Okay, alright, I like to see that my personal thing is away from the Brexit bollocks and Turf Island bollocks and sorry, no, gender critical people. Now you're dickheads. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a lot off my chest at the moment.
Right. I'm a toaster. I
Terry.
identify as a toaster.
Terry. I'm going to have words with him. I am going to have words with him.
Ryan, can we just destroy him like they do in Red Dwarf?
Yeah, can we just... I'm going to fucking shove him out of an airlock.
but I don't
The
approve.
the opinions of Terry.
My opinion is me, and I'm a heart. You hurt my feelings.
And Ryan, just let him be a toaster. You'll make us toast later.
No, I'm
Exactly.
not. No. No, I'm stepping down on that. I will have words with him. He does not mean what he says. He's just an idiot.
I can
Can I
agree to
be,
that.
can I
There
be
we
a
go.
helicopter if he can be a toaster?
Oh my god, the fucking pair of you. I'm trying so hard to make this place a bit more, open and welcome.
Friendly.
And you pull the shit that they have to deal with daily.
We're only teasing.
Then a news article I watched the other day where a woman said she was a cat.
Ryan's gonna lose his fucking mind. Oh. Oh.
You are
We're okay
welcome.
with it.
These are just knobs.
Uh,
They are just knobs. You don't
No,
have to worry.
I'm
Not like
literally talking about an
Yes.
actual article of a video of a woman who goes, "I'm a cat," and if you believe I am a cat, then you are biologically, you are. I can't remember what her exact words were. She kind of goes off on one and kind of proves to a board of schools in America that a trans man, a trans woman, cannot be teaching in the school because they're confusing the kids.
I think you're
oh,
missing the point that Ryan's trying to get
she's a turf.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. In that case, she's irrelevant. Anyone want to disagree with her?
Nah.
Nah.
The cat.
Well, well, let's be honest. Compared to her opinions, and as she probably easily disappears, she is a fucking pussy. Anyway, right. Persona 4.
She had hair, she had everything. She had it all. She's a cat. Hey, Ryan, we've gone live. Woohoo!
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Right. Persona 4. Anyway, yeah, idiots like that, and like idiots that fucking expose themselves to an audience in the middle of Scottish Parliament. They're not
I
worth our
am
time.
a banana.
They are not worth the time. They can take their shit elsewhere. You know what? Having the fact that I've been speaking to a lot more trans people recently as well, you know, they're human, just like everyone else.
I'm not human.
No, you're a robot.
I am
I am
robot.
a robot. Sorry, I was watching The World's End again before, so. Right, Persona. Persona. Atlas. Here we go. You want to know who are idiots? Even though I enjoy their games and their output. Atlas games, when it comes to Persona games, are, there's no other way of saying it, idiots. And their weird ass streaming guidelines for playing Persona games. Recently, they had streaming guidelines for Persona 5 that basically said you had to put copyright notices all over for your streams, and you couldn't stream the last palace of the game because
Basically, no ending.
you were spoiling content. And
I think
people,
it should be up to the viewers to decide whether they want to be spoiled or
yeah,
not.
there's tags on Twitch for a reason. You know, contains spoilers and stuff like that. You're right, it's up to the audience to decide. And if someone's really watching all the way through a 150-hour game, I don't think they're going to be playing it.
Or they've already played it and they want to watch somebody else enjoy it.
Yeah.
No.
They backed down on that anyway. And probably sent a solemn JPEG to apologise. And stuff like that. But there's remasters of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden that are coming out on Game Pass. Well, as this podcast comes out, they already came out like yesterday. But Atlas Japan have been stupid and have put out streaming restrictions for a 10-year-old game plus, including having to put spoiler warnings in the stream overlay or title. Company demands you display the copyright Atlas, copyright Sega watermarks whenever streaming or uploading videos. And you can't lock your content behind a paywall. That bit I do agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But the game's been out forever now. I
don't want them ruining my game, Ryan.
I do believe in the whole statute of limitations business. Like, for example, if you still not watched, I'm gonna say this, if you still not watched The Sixth Sense and you haven't got the whole Bruce Willis as a ghost thing now, then sorry. Oh no, you had damn near 20 years to watch it. So, swivel.
I hate you,
Pivot.
Ryan. You just ruined that film for me. Or TV series. I do not know what it is.
Darth Vader's
a
Luke Skywalker's father.
Ryan, stop ruining films.
That's a spoiler. We need spoiler alert tag.
Hans Gruber falls out of the Nakatomi Plaza at the end.
I thought Santa Claus came along and beat his ass up.
Oh no! I want to watch I missed watching Violent Night. I need to watch it. It's a bit late now for a violent Christmas film, but you know.
Never too late.
Guess. But still. Oh dear.
It's never too late, and it's always violent enough.
Always violent. Always violent. So, yeah. Good times, good times. Hey, this one might actually come under an hour today.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about everything we wanted to talk about already. Unless there's something else
Well, I
anyone
died.
does. You
I
died?
just died.
You're alive?
Yeah. There's a world boss, and I died.
Oh no.
Even
He's a
more
mean
reason
one.
for you to die.
Oh no. You know what? For anyone still watching the podcast, I'm going to turn on my crazy eyes again. Right. 3,
Crazy
2,
eyes.
1. Crazy eyes enabled.
You and your weird crazy eyes.
I love my crazy eyes. They're my special eyes. So anyway, streaming plan for the week. We'll take this go.
Is there a plan? Or
There
there
is.
no plan?
There is. Plans subject to change. Cards subject to change. Such as the Immaterial way. Not yet titled Monday stream tomorrow. I'm going to try playing more of Cook Serve Delicious 3. And be really bad and awful at it. So, yeah, we can have some fun with that. Tuesday. Yeah.
Secret stream, depending on what Terry says.
Depending on what Terry says.
Yep.
But then there's also, also make sure you don't get in the way of the Better Together crew. They may also be around. I think they finished Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach now. So.
I actually liked watching that.
I
actually enjoyed that.
It was fun with the game and its buggy mess. But it looked fun. Wednesday.
A stream will happen.
A stream will happen. Okay.
If you don't turn up, I've got alternatives.
I mean, to be fair, have you spoke to him since Monday?
Yes. He messaged me the next day and went, I fell asleep. He did to me.
Oh, he pulled a step. Wait, hold on. He fell asleep, then resubscribed saying he fell asleep.
No. That's just a bonus for me.
Fair enough. Alright. Thursday, Team Fight Thursdays, and we are going to play Fortune's Favour. That's TFT.
Terry don't want that to happen.
I don't like Fortune's Favor.
Why?
Because isn't that the one where you pull things out of a hat?
No.
No?
Oh, it's that new game mode.
It's the new game mode for TFT. Yeah.
I haven't even tried
I tried it today.
Yeah,
I
basically,
thought that was the thing that we did last weekend.
no, the
You throw
grab
up different
bag.
game modes.
No,
Oh, that's grab bag. Yeah.
yeah, no. Fortune's favor is the first carousel either contains a tier 5 or a tier 4 unit, guaranteed.
That's kind of
I
neat.
got Aurelian Soul
And then
in my first game.
at various stages, the golden bunny foo.
What?
In fact, he's got his own little thing.
Yeah, so there's a golden bunny. Right, the whole idea behind Fortune's favor is the YouTuber Bunny Fufu.
Is it
Does
really? Because
yeah,
Yeah, it's because it's the rabbit.
yeah,
That's the only reason why.
yeah. It's Lunar. It's Lunar Revel. So it's Chinese New Year. But it also works with the YouTuber Bunny Fufu and his TFT videos of making very out there compositions. His successful ones get put onto YouTube and they're usually
I think it's
overpowered and
failure
mental.
sometimes though.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
sometimes been
that's
doing.
why I got the. That's why I got the one for making Nunu a Star Guardian and having Zoom as your champion buff.
That's where you
Which
get a
you
lot of
saw what Nunu did the other day.
Yeah. So, so the whole idea behind that mode is it's all overpowered, crazy stuff. There is things that need to fix, like for the fact that usually whoever pulls an Urgot wins. But you get other chaos in there, like the further you go through the game, the more golden orbs you get.
Ooh.
Like you go from you like get 3 golden orbs right at the beginning, and then if you get near the end, you get 7, all full of Orn items and massive gold and
spatulas.
janky shit. So it's all designed to be chaotic, but it uses the normal rule set, not the hyper roll set. So there won't be many games of Fortune's favor. But that's the idea for the stream. Friday, play session. Big old question mark. It's all determined on who's around and what time we played. Last time we played Worms Revolution. This time we may play something else. Who knows? And then the weekend. Oh god, the eye
Isn't that
contact.
a band? The Weekend?
No, he's an artist. The Weekend. He hasn't got an E, so it's the Weekend. No, sorry. The eye contact is now freaking me out. I've got to turn it off. Sorry.
I didn't even realize you had it on still.
Yeah. I turned it back on.
I look over every now and then and just kind of go back to what I was doing.
I look dead creepy here.
Ryan, trust me, that's not there.
It's here instead. Oh look.
It's just everywhere.
Anyway, and then the weekend, role playing not in the games. I'm getting near the end of Chained Echoes, and I'm really enjoying it. I fought a boss called Chained Echo today. It was a proper roll credits moment, but I'm really enjoying it, and it's going to be a shame when it's all finished. But that's just how it works.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It is absolutely the way the cookie crumbles. So thanks for listening to this barely structured nonsense. It's what we do. We enjoy it. Mostly. And
Mostly.
yeah. If you want to follow us and you want to be part of a community and you're not just trying to sell us shit, give us a follow.
That's why you shit all the time. You never take it.
Fill the bar. Fill the bar. If we can get past 100 followers. Yeah, if we can get past 100 followers. Then 12 Hours One Idiot will begin, starting with Sonic Adventure 130 emblems, 12 Hours One Idiot. We have a YouTube at Immaterial Gamers YT. You may already be hearing this on YouTube. Subscribe, like, get that to 100.
Do all the fancy buttons.
And Duncan will play Sonic Adventure 2. I've started an ad, so I'm going to end this. We'll see you later. Bye.
Not an ad. I'm ending. Bye.
Eject.